I hope everybody's having a good night. I've been meaning to do this for quite a long time. Give some of the non-teacher friends kind of a view into what I do into the classroom. First thing is that what you would need to know is that I spent about the past 2.5, 3 years studying human behavior and motivations, and I really wanted to try to motivate my students to do quite a bit more. So after doing some research, I decided to what they call gamify my classroom, and it took a lot of work in the front end of things, but after everything got put together, it really is a seamless um, way to motivate students in the class. I think most of you know that if you're anywhere between the age of 9 and 18 years old, that Fortnite is life for a lot of these kids. So this year I decided to restructure my game into a Fortnite-like atmosphere that the kids could relate to and understand. So basically what you're looking at here is a website that I built to try to incorporate the game and the mechanics of my class. This page right here for game just kind of gives you an overview of the game itself. I call my game Republic. I teach 8th grade U.S. history, and the 5 seasons, like in Fortnite that we play, are each unit that I teach in the classroom. And so the whole point of the game individually as a student is to try to acquire as much XP, which is our experience points, e-coins, which are digital currencies that they can use to buy things for my class, and nation stars, which are similar to the battle stars that you can collect in Fortnite. The nation stars are probably what's most important for students, as that helps them tier up in the class. So just to explain how the tier system works, similar to the battle pass, I have a class pass. So if I click on that, you can see I've built kind of like a tier system here. Tells you that students must complete challenges to earn nation stars. 3 nation stars are required for each tier. So, once Johnny or Sally gets 3 nation stars, they've earned tier 1. They get an XP boost. And the first XP boost is 500 XP. And so as they go down this tier system, when they get to tier 6, they get an XP bonus. And that boost goes from 500 to 1,000 on that one. And then 11 goes from 1,000 to 5,000. And then 5,000 to 10,000, and so on. So the XP boost grows exponentially throughout the game. Students can also earn the eCoin bonuses so that they can earn coins to spend in my shop. They can acquire special locations or places where I create wallpapers for their iPad that looks similar to the loading screens in Fortnite. They collect primary source artifacts, real things from U.S. history that they can collect and put into a digital locker, which I'll show you in just a second. They can unlock character skins, just like in Fortnite, but all of my skins are all U.S. history based and related. They can also earn privileges for class like the music power, the ability to listen to music, playground, which gives them permission to take breaks and bring in some food and drinks, which usually are banned, use of their cell phone, and so on. More characters and such. They can get to level 25. They can duo up. They can partner up and work with partners on assignments and quizzes. I even let them work on the quizzes together if they've earned that right. But both people have to be in the duo up stage. Free homework assignments. Quiz assist, where I can let them use notes on a quiz. The squad up, which is where they can all work together in a small group of 3 or 4. Same as the duo. And then if they can complete all 50 tiers before the unit is up or the season is up, I let them out of the unit test and I give them 100%. They don't have to take the final for that unit. So that's the tier system. And again, every 3 stars. So if they, you basically just multiply the tier number by 3. So if they're, tier 10 to get this character right here at tier 10, they would need to have their 30 stars. The way that I keep track of all that here in the lobby, if I was to click this, it takes them to their lesson, which runs through our database. Well, guess I'll have to log in. And then they got all of their lessons and quizzes in here, and it explains exactly what they have to do. So that's how the kids access their lesson every day. If I want to keep track of their XP, I've created all these Google Forms, and basically, I'm not going to drop down the menu, but there's a drop down menu with all of my students, and they go in on their own, and I give them permission. They select their name, they type the amount of XP that they've earned, and then they hit submit. So that's how they enter in their XP, and they do that for me, so I don't have to do a whole lot of work. The eCoin submission, same thing with my virtual currency. I've created a Google form page. They drop down with their names. They type in the amount of eCoins that I've awarded to them whenever I give that to them in class. And they do the same thing for the Nation Stars. So they basically do all of the logging and the work for me. I've done all the extensive work on the front end of things. Shout out to Chris Hasselbean from insertcoin.org. Gave me a lot of help and suggestions on how to manage this and run this. The beauty about his system is that once the kids enter in what I've given them permission to do, they can go to the leaderboard tab up here at the top. And I've designated avatar names. So this kid's the England stake, Black Cheetah, Purple Lynx, and so on. And it tells them the level that they're at, the amount of XP that they've earned, what class period they're from. I've also got one that keeps track of their eCoins so they can see their balance to spend in my store. My store is the item shop. So just like in Fortnite, I release an item shop. Mine isn't nightly, but it's every week on Sundays at 7 p.m. And so they basically can use their coins to buy things. So if I click on the item shop from this past week, they can buy skins that are exclusive just to the shop. So you can see Harriet Beecher Stowe and Dred Scott right there. Some bundles where they can earn Nation Stars and XP boost if they want to buy the bundles. I do a lottery ticket in class weekly on Fridays that they can buy chances for the lottery, and I also have a raffle where I raffle off merch from my game at the end of the school year, so they want the tickets to get the merch. So that's the item shop that happens every week. The Republic Rewards, if I click on that, it just explains basically what they receive if they purchase these things from the store. It's just a PDF of explanations, so I don't have to be asked 100 times what they want. So that's the item shop. Kids like that. This digital locker is a special place where they can keep all their stuff. So the stuff from the item shop, they go to this exclusive items locker, and it keeps track of everything that they could purchase through the shop throughout the season. And then down here is their avatar. So if I clicked on, I know the Purple Lynx has a few. So the Purple Lynx has acquired those for his or her digital locker. And it keeps track and shows them what they've earned, similar to what Fortnite does. The class pass is all those things that you saw that they can earn from class. And in here I can, show you basically all those artifacts and those places that they can earn, along with the character skins. That's where a bulk of my time went, is developing like these characters and these skins. Like for example, like I put together some of the generals, and there's Stonewall Jackson missing his arm. But you guys get the idea for that. A lot of work went into the art for that, but the kids like that, it seems like. Challenges. So I link up my daily challenges that are required, graded, or optional. I have a task spreadsheet that shows students what they need to work on when things are due. These are just should be recurring, not reoccurring challenges, and basically they have options that they can do each and every week over lessons we do from class to show that they're understanding it even more. I've got a parent page, which we'll just skip there, and then I have my old game that I used to run and used to use. I can just go there real quick and show you that. I did it based on teams and calculated how the class period was doing against each other. But it was a very similar concept. It was just not as much of the Fortnite related stuff. So I just thought I'd show everybody kind of how I run my class to motivate students and kind of approach it with kind of a gaming or gamification aspect, especially for those that aren't around me or don't know much about my classroom.